We usually talk to Sheree Clark. I thought. Oh, it is Sheree.
I know. It's
is
revolutionary when women change their hair.
really
On the road.
No, what's happening?
That is really cool. I
It's
like
rip
that.
and read news, isn't it?
No, I like that. You changed your hairstyle a little bit, and it was obviously noticeable because I told you a couple seconds ago. I loved your hair now and before because you reminded me of one of my favorite interviews of all time. One of the coolest musicians I ever met in my life. If you go to the surface, here's what I'm talking about. Carole King.
Oh, cool.
I thought you were going to say Sammy Hagar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she was very cool, and that's what you reminded me of, your hairstyle. But I like this too.
Thank you. Well, it's so different that they asked me for an ID at the door when I came in.
Yeah, well, again, not the only one, but you've showed us some really unusual things in the past couple of weeks. You showed us the smashed sesame seeds, which are called what, tahini?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
You
good.
showed us how you take the yeast and sprinkle it on
Nutritional
popcorn.
yeast.
Nutritional yeast, right.
and make it taste like cheese. And now you're throwing back what to the 80s? Is that what I hear?
Ooh,
Exactly. Yeah.
Chia, as in chia pets?
Yes,
And,
yeah.
Guys, you remember chia pets, right? You've seen
Oh,
these.
good for you.
Take a look.
I'm pretty sure.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with Chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
No, I can't grow a
Woolworth.
thing, and I couldn't get Chia Pet to grow either. I had a couple of them, and they just sat there as clay.
Now, this has become the big boom. Everybody's talking about chia, everything else, and you see some of them in the store, sometimes in the organic section usually, but are these the same things?
It's exactly the same
Really?
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
indeed. Yeah, they found a new repurpose. Nothing's new. Everything old is new again. And so I brought some chia seeds today, just the plain, unadulterated seed itself. And you can take a look and see what they look like. They look like
it's the stuff you used to
seeds.
spread on the
Sort of
plate.
like poppy seeds almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And they'll get stuck in your teeth just as sure as poppy seeds will. So
Okay.
yep, same thing. These are high in protein. They're good in fiber. They're real good for you. And what happens is when you get them wet, they turn into a gel-like consistency. So you can see it's kind of turns into a glob.
Like a jelly.
Yeah, exactly. So that in and of itself is not particularly good or edible. It's like tofu. Tastes like nothing.
Right.
So you have to flavor it. So what I've done today is I've brought you a few things where I've used chia as the basis because it is healthy. It's wonderful to get into. Here's a couple things about it. Number one, it's really good for hydration. So you'll find athletes using it. It retains water.
Never heard that.
Because this would be, if I put in a cup of water and a quarter cup of chia seeds, I'll end up with this. So it would drink 3 times its weight in the water.
Oh,
Okay?
wow. Okay.
So athletes, you've seen those gels runners will use. A lot of times they'll squeeze into their mouth. So you can find those with a chia base. So it retains your water, keeps you from getting dehydrated. Everything is good.
I may write that down.
As I
Do
say,
write
it's probably
that
also
down.
good if you're dealing with the gunk that's going around health-wise with the flu and cold and everything to help
You
stay
hydrated.
hydrated.
The key is you've got to keep the liquids coming because remember it drinks up the fluid. So let's say I put a tablespoon of these on a salad and ate it. If I don't drink to give that water to gel up, it's going to stay hard inside my digestive system,
Okay.
and we don't even want to go there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. So that's one. The other good news for dieters, satiety.
Yes.
It makes you feel full.
That's the biggest thing, I think. I throw it in smoothies, and it just, you don't get hungry for a long time.
Yep, it's
Is that
great
the
for
same
that.
reason? Because it expands?
It expands. And also for that, then for cooks, we got the athletes, we got the dieters. Now for the cooks, if you got a sauce that's a little too thin or something that just kind of is a little like meh, put some chia in there and that will help bulk it up. So you've got all kinds of purposes and all kinds of uses beyond chia pets.
Okay.
Exactly. So let's start with a simple one that most people are familiar with and have heard of, chia porridge. So we'll let our guinea pigs try the chia porridge. And all I did was I pureed some frozen mango and a little bit of water into the blender, put in some chia seeds, and that's it. Let it sit up overnight. I put some, on top I put some banana, a little bit of blueberry, some nuts. It's all good.
Boy, it looks good. And that's another important thing. If you want it to set up, it has to sit for a little bit, doesn't it? The
Yeah,
chia seed?
it does, but not very long. You'd be surprised. It will start to have a
great.
more gelatinous thing within a half hour. But I like to leave it overnight, and that will make you full. And that's not
Yeah,
a lot. You're not
very
eating a
good.
whole ton, and it's not a lot of preparation.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad, and you can flavor it however you want. Put some cinnamon on there. So then, now let's say we want to change it up a little bit, and that's nice, but that's pretty plain. What I like to do is make a jelly out of chia.
Oh,
okay,
that's
so
smart.
and one way of making jelly, if you want to do it raw, quick, easy, have all the nutrition, is to take fresh fruit and puree it in a food processor or a blender with some fresh dates. But if you don't have dates on hand and you don't have any fresh fruit, you can do this. Go to the store, have in your pantry, this is dried mango, and you can take a quick feel of that.
Yep.
It's
Very
like
leathery.
Yeah, like and it's.
I trust you.
And that's not something you're going to want
touch
to
the
eat
dried
right now.
mango.
Yeah, you can touch the dried mango, and then I'll dispose of that dried mango.
No, you won't. I'll eat it.
Okay, you eat the
You
dried
want to
mango.
rehydrate it before you eat it, okay? So that's a nice thing. What I do is I rehydrate that in water. I'll put in just a tiny bit of the water and the mango and some chia seeds, and voila, I've got jelly. So this jelly is really wonderful. It's
thick.
really thick, it's really rich, and it's really sweet, because anytime you dehydrate and then reconstitute a fruit, all the sugars are there, so it's all beautiful and really sweet. So you'd say, well, what do you put jelly on? Toast. Toast, not so good for you. There's a lot of carbohydrates, the wheat, some people have gluten intolerance. So let's sidestep that, put it on something crunchy, and let's let the kids try it with apple.
Apple.
I'm excited for
This is gonna be
this.
good.
So it's nice
I
and
love
crunchy,
jelly.
and you'll like the jelly taste completely different than the chia porridge, even though they were both made out of a base of mango. And here's why. The mango I used in the porridge is frozen. The mango I used in the jelly is dehydrated.
So it was dry, so it got concentrated sugars,
Yep.
and then you put the water in there, it reconstitutes.
Bingo.
Okay.
Isn't that delish?
Yeah, my kids would eat this and they wouldn't know it was healthy. You know, it'd be great.
Yep.
There you go.
And
That
here's the other thing you could do with it is don't call it jelly, call it pudding, because it's got that kind of a consistency, and now it can be dessert. So
Dad, we got pudding.
yeah, pudding with
Yay.
2 ingredients that are both shelf stable and inexpensive. I mean,
How about that?
Whoa.
What does a bag? So usually they come in bags, don't they? The chia seeds.
they do, and the price ranges depending on where you get them. What I do is I look for organic, but know this, you can even get them now in the big box stores. So in Costco, you can buy them in the big bag, and they're economical.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
So, and storage-wise, I keep mine, I get the big bag, and I transfer it into smaller jars and keep that in my upstairs refrigerator. I have a basement refrigerator for all my ingredients. It's a good idea to keep them refrigerated. There's some
Oh, it
natural
is.
oils and seeds in there.
Okay.
Yeah, they're shelf stable for a really long time. If yours have been on the shelf, they're not going to kill you. But use them up and then store the next batch that you get properly. But do use them. I find a lot of people buying them, putting them on the shelf, and then forgetting what to do with them.
I did that for a while because I would put them in my oatmeal or yogurt, you know, because they'd just take on the flavor of whatever you put them into.
Yep.
But then you forget about it because it's up on the shelf. so,
Yep, and
yeah.
then remember to rehydrate. My final, for the grand finale, you know I always am bringing you a dessert. So these are chia amazing balls.
Ah.
Just in time for the Super Bowl, everybody.
Exactly. I made up this recipe for a contest that I didn't win, but the recipe came out great anyway. And the viewers can get the recipe by shooting me an email at info@fork-road. The ingredients are almond butter, there's a little bit of sesame seeds, obviously some coconut, real simple ingredients, and chia obviously is holding it together.
It's great.
That's really good.
Sweetened with honey.
That's very good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would eat
It
these.
feels like you're cheating. I mean, it feels like a snack.
But it's,
does.
but it's
No.
all chia.
Yeah.
You know, it's all with a chia base.
Yes.
And speaking of a chia base, I guess we have some photos we need to take a look at. Involving chia. Look at the chia head, Jackie. Okay.
That would be perfect.
That looks really nice, Jackie. That'd be
I kind of like the Washington.
chia parking. Okay.
I'd buy that.
And
Look at you're handsome.
See, Lou, that's how mine always looked. They never grew.
So you have short chia.
apparently I do. Yeah. Look at my little brother. So how about that? But thank you so much. This is
You're
great
welcome.
stuff. And season 3 gonna be done soon.
We're looking at spring.
Spring.
Yeah.
All right. And once it's all finished, you're gonna be back on the air, right?
Right here on
Right here?
KCWI. Where else would I go?
Well, I'll just
Tasty.
double check in here. Season 3 coming soon, spring 2015,
Tasty.
right here on KCWI. Great, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
All very good, as
Now,
always.
for more information and recipes and all that, your website is
www.fork-road.com.
perfect. It's 9:23. We'll be back. You're watching Great Day Live in Des Moines.